Hey guys, Drutter here, of course, and it is the 27th of February today. Before I get started on other things, I just wanted to mention, why am I talking about copper more than I used to on this channel? It's pretty simple. I talk about whatever is interesting to me at the time on this channel. I'm doing it exactly the way I started doing it, which is, if I have something to say, I will make a video about it and I'll record it and put it on YouTube, and that's just how it is. If it's not your cup of tea to listen to the things that I'm talking about, then I don't want you to listen to them. You can just go listen to something else. That's how YouTube works. So, I will talk about whatever's interesting to me, and if that happens to be Winnie the Pooh cartoons, then this channel will become about Winnie the Pooh cartoons. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just letting you know I don't do my channel for other people. I do it for myself. And if anyone watches it, then they watch it. So yeah, here's some silver, some copper, and some gold, just to kind of represent what I'm interested in. I'm interested in gold a little bit, I'm interested in copper a little bit, and I'm interested in silver a lot. And that's probably going to stay the same way it is now, although I won't guarantee it. I may talk about a lot more copper in the future. We don't know. Here's just some random coins I've been picking up lately. You can get them really cheap. I think that copper is a good monetary metal. I think that it has some monetary value as well as a lot of industrial value. And I think that by learning about copper, I'm learning more about metal in general and learning more about economy in general and industry in general. So it is helping me to learn more about copper. If it's not helping anyone else, then I encourage you not to learn about it if you think it's not worth learning about. But for now, I will be talking about copper here and there. I'll do videos that are about nothing but copper, but that's not the case. In this video, I'm going to be talking more about silver than other things, so I hope you get something out of it. You're looking at a 5-year chart of the Dow Jones Index. It is a broad measure of the health of the U.S. economy, and it is up over 1.25% today alone. It's now sitting at 14,075 and change. That's up over 7% just in the last 2 months, the first 2 months of this year, as you can see on the top right there. Yeah, it has now more than doubled since the QE1, QE2, twist, QE3, and QE4 have been announced. But and I imagine that this will continue to go the same direction it's going now, continue to make new highs. But then again, could this be a double top? There was a high similarly just before. You can't see it, it's just off the screen here, but it was also around 14,000. Could this be a double top in the chart and now it will come back down? I don't know. What's going to happen with the sequester? That's on March 1st. It's the latest in the crises words that are used, like floor, limit, ceiling, cliff. I don't even remember all of them, but there's been many. This is the next one. If you want to look it up yourself, go ahead. March 1st, the sequester. One thing I've noticed about these major manufactured crises events is that they tend to bring on new regulations, new laws, changes, tax changes, these kind of things. So, we have to take these things into consideration and have a look at them because they can be signaling to us that something is about to happen. So what's going to happen on the 1st, I don't know. Certainly could be a turning point in several different charts, including the stock market and including commodities. We will have to wait and see. What's going on in silver? Well, here we are at 29 again. This is the drop that we had from 32 over the last month or so. This is a 5-hourly chart. Each candle is 5 hours, and it's been sort of choppy, but it does seem to have made a bit of a bottom here. I can zoom out a little more, show a bit more of that drop, and go back to the daily chart, and this is the drop from 34.5 back up to here and back down to here, and we're just off of that now. So it's not looking all that great, although it clearly has made a bit of a bottom here, but that doesn't mean it can't just take that out and come right back down again like it has many times over the last 1.5 or 2 years. So it's best to zoom out to a weekly chart and turn that a bit. This is the weekly chart going back to the crash in 2008. So this is the 5-year chart, kind of like the Dow I just showed, but we haven't made progressive highs like the Dow has. We made this ridiculous high, and then since then haven't been able to take that out. So we're sitting at 29 bucks right now, and we can draw in a line as we have done many times. We can go through all these points here, and that takes into account most of those points, and it does seem like we are sitting right now on that 4-year trend line. I reported that we were piercing below it recently, but I guess it just depends how you draw the line. This does seem to be a pretty good line. It takes into account most things, although it doesn't touch here unless you look at the daily chart. It did come down, but it doesn't show here that it came down. But anyhow, you could say that we are still on that line. I'm not saying that line's going to hold. I really don't know. And I wouldn't expect it to hold, really, given the situation that we've had recently. But I do expect that silver will continue to follow this line over the long term. This line is basically inflation to me. The chart, you can think of the chart being tilted by inflation. The chart normally would be like this, and so you'd see ups and downs like that on the chart. But instead of that happening, the chart has gone like that because of money printing. So this is just silver doing its job as money and tracking inflation and keeping all those things into account. As Mike Maloney said on his recent video, which I will put down below, very good video, silver likes to keep track of money printing and quantitative easing and these kind of things, as does gold. So this is silver doing its job, and I think that even if it does break this line, it will come back to it at some point, and it will probably follow this line for until something changes in the economy, until the money printing is different, until the debt is taken care of, these kind of things. So I don't really have a prediction for prices, no, but I do think that we are going to continue following that line, at least to some degree. I want to do a shout out to this guy. He's called Moneybags73. I only recently actually subscribed to him and been watching for, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 videos now, but I agreed almost completely with all of the videos, and I thought some of my subscribers might appreciate as well. Some of you are probably already aware of him, but if not, go ahead and check it out. I'll put the link down below. He talks mostly about silver as well as gold and the economy from an inflationary standpoint. And he believes in sound money. He believes that silver and gold are a way to preserve your wealth. And he's not an investor or a trader, as far as I'm aware. So I found myself agreeing with a lot of what he was saying, and he does put out some good information. For example, last night he put out a link to the U.S. Mint's website. I'll put it up now. Here we go. This is the 2013 silver sales totals from the U.S. Mint, and it's taken directly from their government website. This is January and February. That's, of course, all we've had so far. In fact, February's not even done, and these totals haven't been updated, I think, in a couple of days. But this looks like February's going to be even higher than what it is here. And we're already at 11 million for the year. So, as you can see, I've gone back and looked at these other years here, and I encourage you to do so. I'll put the link down below, but you got to click silver once you click the year. But as you can see, there was almost 10 million in 2004, and we are already at almost 11 million here in 2013. So it was earlier quoted that January was a record month, and indeed it was. 7.5 million Silver Eagles sold. But the criticism then was, well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything because January often has record months. And yeah, you know, it does often have record months, but when you break the all-time record, that does say something. You know, just because we've made records in past Januaries, you know, that's great, but we broke all those records, so it is saying something. As well as the fact that now we've broken February's records. There's never been a February this good, and there's never been a January-February combo this good. We've never been this far. 11 million Silver Eagles at this point in the year. So it's on par for yet another record year, despite the fact that the silver chart is really not looking all that great over the past 2 years. You could say we're down from 50 to 29. I guess you could also say we're up from 9 to 29, but depends on how you're looking at it. But yeah, we are making new records here. And that's kind of interesting to me. Here's a little image I put together recently. If you haven't done anything illegal, then you have nothing to hide. So let us look down your pants. Yeah, right. There is a thing called privacy, and you're not a bad person for wanting to have your privacy. It's okay to want to have privacy. So anytime someone tells you that, you should submit to all the searches and cameras and all that kind of stuff, just tell them, no, I have privacy, and I'm allowed to have privacy, so stop telling me that I have nothing to hide. I'm hiding my privacy. Thank you very much. I get asked this a few times, and I won't mention it again, but before I go, I just wanted to mention, why don't I say thanks for watching at the end of each of my videos? And the answer is kind of simple. I'm the kind of person that says what they mean, and I mean what I say. And ironically, I mean what I say when I say that I mean and mean what I say. So I don't thank people unless I feel thankful toward them. I just feel it's disingenuous to say things because they're expected of you. Am I not thankful? I am thankful that my videos are watched. I mean, it would be kind of sad to do it and have no one hear you. It's nice to have a voice and to be heard. So it is, thank you for watching my videos. But what I'm really thankful for is when people comment and when people get involved, and I can tell that people are making an effort and they're doing something. They're not just watching. Because, let's face it, we all watch videos, and I don't think we really deserve to be thanked for watching them. It's really the person that puts the video up there that did the work, right? Watching it is that's pretty easy. So I am thankful that my channel is watched, and I am thankful that people are involved. But what I really like is I like comments. I like private messages. As long as they're not spam. I like involvement, and I like video responses. I find that's way more valuable than clicking the like button or whatever else you do. But I am thankful that people watch my videos, but I just wanted to mention, that's why I don't say it at the end of each video, because I want to feel thankful before I say thank you. That's just how I am. No offense meant to anyone. So, hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.